Imagine a thief who enters your house every single night. He doesn't break the door, he doesn't leave fingerprints, and strangely, he doesn't take anything. You can see no TV, no cash, no jewelry. Instead, he takes something far more valuable: your ability to focus, your ability to think, your ability to become someone different, and eventually he takes your future. Now here's the uncomfortable truth: that thief is in your pocket right now. In the United States, the average person checks their phone over 140 times a day in Canada and Australia. The pattern is nearly identical. That means every 6 to 7 minutes your attention is being interrupted. But this is not about screen time. This is not about social media addiction. This is a multi-billion-dollar system designed to capture your attention, fragment your focus, and quietly reshape your behavior. Because in today's world, attention is currency, and what you're experiencing is not random, it is engineered. The infinite scroll, the red notifications, the unpredictable rewards. This is not technology. This is behavioral manipulation at scale. And today we're going to expose it. Let's talk about the chemical that controls more of your life than you realize: dopamine. Most people call it the pleasure chemical, but that's not accurate. Dopamine is not about pleasure. It's about anticipation. It's the signal that makes you want more. Thousands of years ago, dopamine had a purpose. You hunted, you got rewarded. You built something, you got rewarded. You solved problems, you got rewarded. This was slow. This was effort-based. This was expensive. Dopamine. It required time. It required struggle. And because of that, it built competence. But today you don't need effort. You don't need skill. You don't need patience. You just need a screen. One swipe, one hit, one hit. One notification, one hit. This is cheap dopamine. And here's where it becomes dangerous. The moment you wake up and check your phone, you spike your dopamine baseline. And now your brain recalibrates. Everything else starts to feel boring. Reading feels slow. Working feels hard. Learning feels painful. Not because it is, but because your brain has been trained to expect instant reward. Real success does not work like that. Wealth, skill, focus, these are built on delayed gratification, slow dopamine, and your brain is no longer used to that speed. So when you say, "I can't focus, I feel lazy, I keep procrastinating," the truth is you are not broken. You are overstimulated. Now let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat in silence with your own thoughts? No music, no scrolling, no distraction, just thinking. Because something subtle is happening, your personality is disappearing. Look around. Everyone sounds the same. Everyone thinks the same. Everyone reacts the same jokes, same opinions, same aesthetic. Why? Because your brain is no longer generating thoughts. It's absorbing them. Algorithms are not neutral. They are designed to maximize engagement, reinforce patterns, and reduce friction, which means they don't show you what's true. They show you what keeps you watching. Original thinking requires something most people can't tolerate anymore: boredom, because boredom is the gateway to depth. In quieter environments, people used to think deeply, reflect, question, create. That's where originality is born. But today, every empty moment is filled. Waiting in line, scroll, lying in bed, scroll, eating, scroll. No gaps, no silence, no thought. And without deep thinking, you don't develop identity. You become a reflection of your feed. Now here's why this matters financially and economics. There are two types of value commodities and unique assets. Commodities are replaceable. Unique assets are expensive if you don't think independently. If you don't develop original insights, if you don't build a unique perspective, you become replaceable, average, easy to ignore. And in the modern economy, average gets paid the least. Now let's connect this to money, because this is where the real damage happens. Meet John, 29 years old. Lives in Toronto, makes $120,000 a year on paper. He's successful, but in reality he's broke, not because he doesn't earn enough, but because his attention is fragmented. There's a concept in behavioral finance called decision fatigue. The more decisions you make, the worse your future decisions become after 2 to 3 hours of scrolling. Your brain is exhausted, your willpower is depleted, your impulse control drops, and that's exactly when you spend $40 here, $120. Their $300 impulse buy. It doesn't feel like much, but over time it compounds. Studies in consumer psychology consistently show that high screen exposure increases impulsive spending. Targeted ads exploit emotional vulnerability and sleep disruption. leads to poor financial decisions. Your phone is not just taking your time, it's lowering your financial discipline. Think about this. You're carrying a 24/7 advertising machine in your pocket, not outside inside your brain. And here's the brutal truth: you cannot build wealth if your environment is constantly engineered to make you spend. So the question becomes, how do you fight a trillion-dollar system not with willpower? Willpower is unreliable. You fight it with systems. The first is the 60-minute rule. The first hour of your day determines your dopamine baseline. No phone, no notifications, no stimulation, just control. Second analog, mornings. Write on paper. Think without input. Plan your day. This trains your brain to tolerate slow reward, deep focus, mental clarity. Third, the grayscale hack. Turn your phone to black and white. Remove the color. Remove the stimulation. Remove the trigger. You're not removing technology. You're removing addiction layers. Fourth, controlled consumption schedule. Your usage. Don't react to your phone. Make your phone react to you. 10 years from now, there will be two types of people. The first type will be controlled by algorithms, by trends, by impulses. They will be distracted, financially unstable, mentally exhausted. The second type will be rare. They will control their attention. They will think deeply, act intentionally, build patiently. And because of that, they will own more than just money. They will own their future. The difference between these two lives is not intelligence, is not luck, it's not opportunity, it's attention. Because the most expensive thing you will ever own is not your house, not your car, not your investments. It is a distracted mind.